Welcome back, everyone, with a little bit of a bonus stream. I just got done work. I need to do some other I need to do some other stuff real quick for work. So I figured I'd just kind of do a chill stream. We'd write some code and try to figure out what's going on with the stuff that's giving us issues right now. Okay. Let's see. Boop, 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 doo. Where did we leave off? I think we left off not with that for sure. So we left off with not any of that. Leave off with this. Oh, so after we ended the stream, we raided Larry. Larry was doing family stuff, so then he left, and then we raided Rocket Dean Hall. We watched him. We were with him for like the 4 hours he was on, and I like watched him while I was working. It was fucking awesome. Like, dude's awesome. His game is awesome. Like, he was like, "Oh, this is an awesome idea what you're working on." So it was like super inspiring. So let's kind of review what we did earlier today, and let's see, because if we look, what's actually happening to our people is this. Let's see. What's up, Philip? How you doing, sir? So what's happening is we made some changes because we're trying to suss out some issues we're having with the way we changed the controller, the movement controller. Instead of putting you in the hex you're supposed to go to, it's going to put you catty corner. And I also got a new notebook to start keeping handwritten notes. They help me a lot when I can't write through stuff. So I was writing down some notes about the different paths we're trying to work through. So just to highlight it, the change we made is to support mining. Mining isn't an accessible hex. So what we're doing is we're now saying pathfinding happens at either other hex. So everyone will start working from the hex next to it. So if you look here, we're gonna illustrate the issue because we have to update all the movement controller, all the controllers for jobs. So we're gonna do a tree once. It's gonna work. He's gonna stop in the next hex over and move. See how he stopped there? And then that's a bush. But we're gonna do another tree. He's gonna walk. The pawn's gonna walk. Boom. Do there. See if you do it one by one, it works. But watch this. Let me clear the logs so we can get this on tape. And we're gonna try to do two of these, and three of those, and one of them. And we're gonna run it. And he's gonna do the first one, but the second one's gonna be like, nah, fuck that, son. Boop. See? And they just sit there. And we're trying to debug that to see what's going on. It was a funny day today, but got no work done. What was funny about your day today, Philip? Did you make any progress on well, obviously no work done, but what did you do? It's always good to have, it's good to have a good time. Like, it's good for that. Like, today was a busy day at work. I like spent all day reading about stuff and trying to write code to like automate some stuff that was just a pain in the ass. Like, some days you get nothing done and some days you get a bunch done, but I have to wait for some stuff to rsync, so I'm gonna try to stay up and dig into this a little bit because I've been thinking about it all day. Like, what could this possibly be? Had a fun afternoon with my best buddy who had his birthday today. What'd you guys do? Like a Zoom meeting and like drink and meet up and play a game together online, or what'd you do? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Okay. So let's see. We have the collapse off. Let's kind of dig into what he did. We killed the job, and let's see what the character's set to. The character has the job in progress. Where are you right now? So she's at 16,142. And this job is at 15,142, and you got to go to 14,142. So it looks like you're gonna move him here. So I bet that was this on the left is gonna be 14. So that is it. It was she was supposed to move here. That's what her destination is. She said it's drafted. Why is she said it's drafted? Why she said it's drafted? How does drafted get set? What's going on with that? What happened? Let's look for drafted, because I don't remember how we set that in the selector. Let's see. Oh, this is for because we control her. That's why she's drafted. Okay. Let's do another real quick test again now that we are dumb and we missed super obvious things because we were being a dum-dum. No, actually, we're allowed to meet in small groups again in Germany. So one person is allowed, so my best buddy and his girlfriend were eating kebabs at a pie, and I just had some fun. Nice. Very nice, very nice. That's cool. Some kebabs and pie. Sounds like a wonderful day. Let's clear the logs. Let's do a double rainbow. What does it mean? Let's do a double chop wood again. Or double chop wood again. Boop. Moves there, chops the wood. Now he's just chilling. Okay. Oh, that's the vector canvas. Let's see, this is her. She's set to move here. Path is successful. What is... Okay. Let's look at the log, see if anything stands out. Make this a little bit bigger. I just... Oh, man. Okay, highlight the selector. There's the job. We're looking for object number 5. There's the distance of them moving. They're moving to... They're moving closer to the place they're supposed to go, it looks like. Current waypoint. Current position. Move is done. The job step is done for the move to it. They go to the gardening step. They're doing the gardening. They're doing the work units check for it. So they're rebuilding the grid. The first job is done. Create grid, where they're recreating the grid after the move. And then the character should delete their job, which should technically clear out their stuff. But I think what's happening is it's getting kicked out before they move, like before they're able to like reset to where they're supposed to be. It's getting screwed up. Gardener job is finished. Finished processing it. We're moving it away. They're deleting the main job. The pawn's deleting their main job. Moving object. 16142, and that says OPSP. Oh, set position. So we're setting a position of 14.5. Is that where you actually are? 14.5, 142? Yep, you're exactly where they said they set you. And here's where it's doing walkable neighbors after finding the closest job. So this is her finding the next job to do. Okay. She sees that there's a gardening job. And then she tries to process the next job. So gardener's 2 steps. Move 2 is the next one. Move 2. Starting the move 2 job, trying to go to 17.142. And her destination isn't 17.142. Her destination, that's her job start, but her location was really 16.142. So that's set right. That's totally set right. Cheapest node is totally right. 16.142, totally right. Shortest path, that's 20. It says moving 2, correct. It says pathing. Distance is 20, correct. Trans path, follow path. Going from... Whoa, why'd you stop the moving? Why did you stop moving? And why does it say pathfinding to the local location? That doesn't make any sense. Why is that? What could it be? What could it be? What in the world could be going on? I'm glad you had fun, Philip.
Sorry for these poor fools.
So why did this moving stop happen? This moving stop happened from... Was it sending over the wrong place? Because the target path was longer than the path index, so it just said stop moving. Because it said we're already there. And that's why it says this is done. Because it thinks it's already going here. So why did this happen? So it's set to go to the right place here. So it's saying its end is 1640 because closest node is 1640 when it's really jobs at 1740. So that's happening right. That's saying, hey, we're good. Let's go into here. Run the job runner for the move to. Moving to destination. Starting the coroutine for the job right there. There's where it's actually starting the new move from there. What up, Litany? How are you doing? Hello. What is the good word? How are you doing today? How are you doing, sir? So the path count is... So somehow this thing is getting the wrong... Here it knows it's moving to 16142. Here it says the fucking path is starting that there. Pretty good, how are you? Just starting a 10-day holiday from work, so positive horizons. Awesome, what are you doing? What are you doing for the next 10 days? I guess you're not able to go anywhere, right? So you're just staying home for 10 days? At least with like your girl or significant other, hopefully? Or like a pet? Or just by yourself reading a book, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Hopefully you're going to have fun. Eat, sleep, code, game, sleep. Nice. What are you going to code? You gonna do the Let 'em Dare game you missed out on this weekend? Did you do you didn't do a Let 'em Dare game this weekend, right? I think I asked you and I think you said no, but if you did, make sure you share it so we can take a look at it. And critique how much better it is than my piece of crap game I put out. Learning C#. Dude, that's awesome. With a WinForm project. That's awesome. It's not that hard. You can do it. It's super fun. Dude, I was watching Dean Hall this morning because I hosted Larry, and then Larry was, since he's in Hong Kong, he's like, it's bedtime for me. So I was like, fuck. So then Dean Hall started streaming a game he was making, which is like a 3D open TDD, if anyone's played that. So I was like watching him like fucking and all. And then fucking Notch comes in, and I was like, what the fuck? Two like legend developers in one room, and Notch is just talking about, this is why I don't show my source code, because my source code is shit. So then I was just like, I cannot believe there's two like legend developers that are in the same stream, and I'm like getting to just fucking talk to them. It was amazing. And then I was telling, we were talking about XCOM and how it was one of our favorite games, and he's like, XCOM's my favorite game hands down. But the coolest thing was he was making this like open TDD 3D game, and I was like, this is awesome. And then we started talking about, he's like, I kind of liked, we're working on a submarine game. His company that makes stationeers, I think they're called Rocketworks. They're making a submarine game that's like XCOM. I was like, that's fucking awesome. I love XCOM. He's like, it's kind of like RimWorld and XCOM in a submarine. And I was like, whoa, that's awesome. And I was like, not to like be a name dropping jerk, but like I'm working on a RimWorld Dwarf Fortress like Firefly clone, and he read it, and I didn't expect him to do anything because he'd been busy focusing. And then he looks, he's like, Wheatley, that's a great fucking idea. And I was like, dude, thank you. That's like I almost fainted. I got the vapors. I was like, oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh no, I'm gonna pass out. It was awesome. It was really fun. Sorry for gushing. It was good times. It was super awesome though. And then I had my my buddy EJSA that my editor for, like my buddy EJ basically, you know, broke Stationeer, so Dean was like really respectful of like that, and how he's like putting his game to the test and giving him like really good feedback. So I hosted Dean's channel from EJ too, and he's like, oh EJ, let me flip you a key and then you can tell me, he goes, you can tell me how, here, I'll just fucking share the link because it's that ridiculous, like literally that ridiculous. Hold on, I'm gonna, it's just that good. He was like, oh EJ, you can help me with the game along with Notch, and I was like, dude, EJ, you just got top billing over a sentence with Notch in it. Like, just For a second, you are a legend, sir. Like, you are ridiculously a legend. But okay, so back to the pathfinding. Here we go. Starting hex says it's going to the right place. It's moving to the destination. I'm going to update this log to say what destination it's moving to too. We need a little bit more information about where this fucking thing is going, because goddamn, it is frustrating. Today was my cake day at work, so I made a little logo with a heart to show off the cake day. I should have made that transparent, but oh well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So moving to destination, and then the destination should be what is it, destination? Oh, there it was. I just saw it. Haha. Perfect. Sweet. Okay. Because I'd like to see where this is screwing up at. So we did a little refactoring of the jobs code this morning because we got all the jobs working, but then we went to mining because we'd refactored all the jobs to be like, why do I have this 10 gap space? That doesn't make sense. They shouldn't be able to hex. And then I did mining last, and then I realized why I had that 10 space, because that's, you have to be in the hex next door to mine. You can't be in a rock hex and mining from inside it. That looks dumb. It is dumb. So we had to go back to what I did, and it was like, old me did things for a reason. Stop thinking old me was just dumb. Old me sometimes made good choices. So you got to respect old me. Respect your elders. I mean, that's pretty much the lesson of life. Respect your elders, and then they will respect you. That's good times. Let's clear this hex. Let's do a chop wood. Chop out of wood. Chop out of wood. Oop, chop out of wood. And break it a break. Okay. Now we can see from when he chop out of wood what the dealio is from him. Planning on submitting for the CFP for June's live coder conference. CFP, was that request? Is that like a request for proposal or something? And what's the conference? Is it going to be virtual, or is it like do we actually go somewhere? Call for papers. You know, I've never. Well, that's not true. I was wearing a GoDaddy thing earlier. I spoke at GoDaddy's Tech Fest once. I did like a hour-long presentation. Holy mackerel! Thank you for the raid, bald bearded builder. Let us give you a shout out. Thank you so Jesus. You're overwhelming with all the amazingness. Streamer, bald builder. What were you working on today, sir? On your science and technology. What was the project? Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for the follows. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. We're just debugging some code on our RimWorld-esque Dwarf Fortress clone. Thank you for all the follows. Icarus Campus, welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my daughter. Working on a Vue.js site. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Do you do any do you consider yourself like a hardcore Node person? Thank you for the follow, G-Man. I appreciate it. Like where I work, we're like a real estate front end, and it's all. We didn't go Vue, but we're all very Node heavy, like Node and Feathers JS. And I don't know what it might be Vue. Vue might be with a front end look and feel. I don't know. I'm the DevOps engineer. Thank you for the follow, Nikaji. I'm going to call you Skittles. I don't know how to say your name unless you tell me. Thank you. Welcome, Biscuit Brigade. Hey, I'm hardcore about nothing but sweet tea, barbecue, and naps. So you're from the South. I'm in South Florida. Where are you? I mean, you're sweet tea, so it's have to be like Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, like Alabama, Texas, somewhere down there. Hey, look at that. I fucking guessed it. Go me. Nice. I was like, the barbecue should have given it away. Although, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had Alabama barbecue. Are you guys like wet or dry? And I know it's a religious thing, so I'm not trying to cause any fights. I like all kinds of barbecue. I accept barbecue in all of its forms. Unless it's super fucking hot. When it's super hot, I just cannot deal. I do not want to talk to you. Ugh. Unless it's super hot. I can't deal with super duper hot stuff. So thank you, Raiders, and thank you, Bald Bearded. Oh my goodness. Eaton Futurero. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. Wet or dry, that's a thing. Yeah, it depends. Some places use different rubs. One pocket pimp. Well, which pocket, Mr. Pimp? Two pockets, one something, Yeah, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for the follows. That's awesome. We broke our 800 goal the other day, so it's been really nice. Thank you, Retro CRT. So we're trying to debug an issue we have with our RimWorld clone. Left front pocket only. Good call. There's only one pocket. Sorry, I don't want to get too carried away down the rabbit hole. It's been a long day at work. I'll leave it at that. We took a little bit of time with the kids after helping with their schoolwork to swim in the pool for a minute. It was super nice. I had a good time. It's like just finally not warm enough down here in South Florida to get warm enough to swim. And the kids have been having a rough time doing the homeschooling stuff, so. The one thing we're working on with our RimWorld clone, and by the way, like, yeah, I totally ask, we don't discriminate against barbecue. I was just asking about Node, because I was just curious if you use a lot. Like, we had a wreck. Our full stack guy was like a big Node guy, and then he left, and then we had trouble finding like a good fit. I mean, we finally found a couple, but it was really hard. I know that Node's super popular. It was hard to find people that weren't like, I'm trying to think of the nice way to say that they were assholes. They were just egomaniacal assholes, like most of them. And I was like, dude, you guys are all giving JavaScript a super fucking bad name because you guys are dickheads. But we finally found like 3 or 4 candidates that were like super chill, super like nice, down to earth. Like, I enjoy working with them. Because the first guy we had, he was like a total, thank you for the follow, one pocket pimp. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. Have a good time. Yes, my love. What'd you make me? My daughter's coming. Whoa, is this from the Lorax? Did you just draw that from the Lorax?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, let me show chat that. My daughter just watched the Lorax and then drew all these trees herself. I think that's pretty awesome. Nice job, baby. Give me a hug. Good job, baby. So you want to say hi to chat? I'm streaming for a little bit.
Hi.
You gonna wave? Okay, I love you. Let me get back to work. Love you. I'll be out in a little bit. Love you, baby. You're a cheese ball. I love you, honey bunny. Oh. Follow for the comment alone. Yeah. Dude, deep dish. It's hard to find good deep dish pizza. There's this one place when I visited my brother-in-law in Arizona, in not Phoenix, in this college town. I'm like forgetting now they don't live out there anymore in the West Coast. Tucson. So we went to Tucson, and we had this one place. I think it was like Uno's, but every other Uno's I've tried was garbage. This place was like so good, like with their deep dish pizza. It was like lasagna in like pizza form, and it was good. They're like, that's real Chicago style pizza, and I was like, dude, that's good. Because I've had other places that are like real Chicago style pizza, and it's just like a big fucking tomato with like cheese on it, and I don't really dig when the tomato's just like the only thing I can fit in my mouth. I need like there to be like even distribution of cheese and tomatoes. Why am I talking about pizza? Okay, back to code. Sorry about that for that little crazy detour. So we're trying to debug. We've built out this whole random biome system, this random terrain system, random everything system, and we're trying to debug the A-Star Pathfinder right now because we made some changes, and right now the player is kind of getting hung up. Like right now, she's supposed to walk over to here, and she's got a job that says walk over to there. The job starts here, and then the move location is here, so the pawn should walk here. But it says her move is already done. So I think when we refactored this morning, we introduced a bug. So we're going to do the fun job of digging through debug code and seeing what in the flying fuck is going on. And I appreciate all the follows. Thank you to all the live coders team. Like I got accepted, I think over the weekend while I was streaming. And this has been my first week where I've really streamed since it, and it's been really nice. Everyone's been super welcoming, and it's a very awesome team. Oh, and I was asking you, Litany, is the conference, like, where is it located? I must have missed it if you'd answered my question. I really apologize for missing that. So let's look. So what should happen while we're debugging and waiting for Litany is we should see the log for them cutting down the first tree, because right there's the first tree that they cut down and left a pile of wood. And then she picks up the next job, and then something goes not horribly wrong, but it just fucking like stalls out. So we're spending so much time on this system because the job system is basically like, if you've ever played RimWorld or Dwarf Fortress, you know that the job system is like, or like the colony director, like that's the whole fucking game. So this shit has to be like bulletproof, or at least not bulletproof enough to fail like within the very first time someone does something. So we got to get this a little bit better. Then we can actually focus on finishing the rest of the jobs, get a beta build out to you guys on itch.io, or an alpha build, so you can try it out, see what you think, give feedback, that kind of stuff. Let's see. But it's been a dream of mine for a long time to make a visual Dwarf Fortress, and RimWorld just kind of spurred me in that direction. Like, we could take that style, we could make RimWorld, and then do multiple Z levels so we can actually build underground bases like Dwarf Fortress, and we can kind of have that same experience with the depth and storytelling of Dwarf Fortress with the user interface that is in this century of like RimWorld, so that people like me, like, I've played Dwarf Fortress, I love the hell out of it, but it's been a long time and I've forgotten. Every time I take a gap, I forget all of the key combinations and everything. It's just a total mess. So let's debug this son of a gun. So they have the Go Gardening job. Try the next process. Let's see. The destination's there. Let's see. Where's the job done at? So there's where they're gardening. We'll see the work units. Oh, no, this isn't the right one. Where's the work units? Oh, here's the work unit. So this is the other job getting done. They're recreating the grid. They're finishing the job right here since it's finished processing job. They're rebuilding the atlas for that hex to let the game know that there's no longer a tree there. It's now a pile of wood and that it's pathable again. Kimberly's deleting her old job. She's not deleting the job. She's just dereferencing herself as the person doing it, so we have a cleanup crown that comes through and cleans it up when it's done. Her movement is now false because we've toggled movement to the destination. And then this is the thing that sets her into the center of the hex. This is the Pathfinder finding the new job. So it's found the next job, which is this little red guy here. And then she claims it. She processes it. She's starting the move to part of the job step, which requires her to move to here. So we should see her pathing to 17142. Oh, I lost you, Litany. You disappeared. But let me see if you answered the question about... And thank you so much for the raid, Bearded. You're awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Call for paper to give a talk. Oh, so it's going to be remote. Okay, so if it's a remote conference, I can totally go and do that. But if it was like a traveling conference, I would probably be not able to afford that stuff. Like, we're super tight as it is right now, so that would not be something I could do. I'd like to. Like, I've always wanted to go to TwitchCon and stuff like that, but it's never been in the cards. If it was ever going to be in the cards, it would probably have been when I lived in California, when it would have been a lot cheaper to just go there because I lived in LA, so. But now things are super tight, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it. One day, though, maybe. But we'll see. The shortest path to start the hex is 162, so they're moving to the right spot. So the move location is always offset by 1 because you don't go to the location of the hex. You go to work on a workable tile around it. So you try to move the least amount possible. So the A-Star Pathfinder tries to find the shortest distance, which it did here. And then it says she's moving. Her true destination is 16142, so she's supposed to move to the right place. And then the start and end is correct. So it's starting at 1440 and moving to 14 and going to 16. Destination 20, following path, going to... So now it's just updated. So here's where it screwed up. Like, wherever it happened here, why did that screw up? So it screwed up. It moved next of the moving object. What in the world? What the deuce? So try process next. Let's see. So does it kick off? It does actually kick off the new... It does kick off the new movement job. Yeah, right there. Move function. It kicks off the moving from the shortest path from the... This is the job function calling it to move. And then this is the pawn getting told, moving to destination's true. She's getting told to move. And she's getting told to move towards the new location. Player position to my game object destination. And the destination is set right. The move to there is set right. And then it says, yeah, like between here to here, now it's saying follow path. And then it's stopping moving. Why is it stopping moving? Because it says the path is greater than target length? Okay, let's see. So it's saying stop at 0. Moving stopped at 14. So it didn't move at all. So why didn't you move at all? What's your problem, bro? What happened? 322 of moving object. 322 of moving object is here. So why the hell did you get... So you came in though, but you came in from 302. And you get that if your target index is greater than the path link. Are we not resetting target index when we start moving? It's getting reset here. But is it not enough time to clean up? Do we see, for the first job, do we see a stop movies? That will be the big thing. Do we see a stop moving? Because if we don't see a stop moving, then that means the other job just got yanked out from under us before we could do anything, which could be part of the problem. So let's see if we see a stop moving up here for her old thing. Set position. So she just gets her job ripped out from under and set. So I don't see a stop moving. Let's see, is there's a stop moving back here? Nope, it's following path. So that's could be what it is. So she's getting stop moving is like a graceful stop, and it sets your moving destination false. So this one, how did she get her moving destination set false here? So it just said right here, step complete. Job state is done. Where does she stop moving though? She's like in the middle of moving when it's just like, I'm done, and that's not how we wrote. That's not how we do. That's not how it be. Okay. That is not copacetic. So step job complete. So how does the move job get done? So the move job stays in its while loop, not moving object, the move to. Let's close this stuff up so you guys can get some better visuals. Okay, so it's doing. This is the job move to, right? So it comes in here, it calls the job object that passes off through an enumerator, and it's going to loop through. Here's where it finds the move location to go to. So this is where it says like find the workable neighbor, because you always work on a hex from a neighbor you can reach. And if you can't reach a neighbor, then fuck you, you're not going to get anything. So let's see. My distance, but it's getting kicked out somewhere in this loop here. It looks like the job moved to. It was a job move. It was a moving follow path. It was a moving follow path. Then why didn't I see anything inside of here? Well, it's set to debug, so that's why it wasn't logging. Okay. We could do that. We could set this to notice and then get some more information and see what's going on there. But so it was looping. And it'll loop as long as the distance is not equal to 0. So if the distance, when you're moving to a point, you're going from point A to point B. So while you're not always being pathed to the actual job location, like you do have to be at 0 to be done with the goddamn move. So that's a big thing. You have to be at 0 to be where you're going. And moving to destination is true. So those are the two conditions that put you in the while loop, but you can break out of it if your job assigned state becomes not in progress. But that state doesn't change until you get here, right? Unless somebody kills it first. And then it also goes down here and it checks again while it's in the loop. And then, yeah, it runs that. So it shouldn't be... That shouldn't be doing anything weird. What in the world is that going on? Is there anything that sets the job... So what touches the job state here? Let's see if there's something else that might be touching the job state we're not aware of. Destructor, yeah. Colonist polar, maybe. No, that's just the job polar. Job queue manager. It sets the job in progress. And actually, we should look for a job state. We shouldn't just look for in progress. We should see any time the state's being dicked with. Job queue manager, which is not called. again. So moving object. So here we claim it. And then moving object will set it to done when the main job is deleted. But the main job only gets deleted when supposedly it's done. So we're missing some logic piece somewhere. This is creating the new job for deleting main job. That puts a new empty job in us. Job poller, that's just for polling jobs. Construct door. Hey, thank you for the follow, Sean Dinwiddie. Welcome to Bisque Brigade, as said by my daughter. Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So these are all jobs. Why the fuck are you getting kicked out, you fucking sack of garbage? Sorry for swearing, it's just frustrating. Okay. Moving destination doesn't get set. Okay, let's rerun it again with this thing actually debugging notices. Just so we can see. Like, maybe there's some timing thing I'm missing. Like, it doesn't make sense why it's jumping from one to the other. And the other thing that doesn't make sense is if you run the jobs one by one, it works. So it's just some combination of... Which makes me think it's some race condition I fucked up on, is that when you put two in at once, it'll do the first one, and the second one just doesn't quite make it out of its weird state. So once this recompiles, let's run it again, and let's see what we got. But yeah, if you haven't followed before, we're here every day. Most of the time I stream overnights Eastern time, so like 7 a.m. European time, like German time and stuff. But I also do... Ooh, Space Station Manager. Was that a new game from... Ooh, from the guy that does Space Engineers. That's cool. Actually, Space Station Manager, what is that? Let's Google it, because I'm curious, because it sounds familiar. But we stream every day, every morning. On the weekends, I stream more around this time, on Saturday and Sunday. I know I've seen Spaces Manager, right? Yeah, that's one. Okay. Gotcha. So it's the same one by... Yeah, I played that one. Cool. I think I have. Maybe I haven't, but I think I have. So let's run again with the extra debugging so we can see if there's some... Like, there's something happening that's screwing things up. Like, screwing the order of operations up. And it's pretty annoying, if I don't mind saying so. Okay. Because, like, once we can get done with this, we can actually start making a lot more forward progress. Because we've got the system to generate maps. We've got the system to generate, like, random terrain. We've got the system to generate, you know, pathfinding. We've got the system to do, like, reachability. So that we can, as you build things, you can paint in a reachability zone with, like, flood filling. Like, all that shit works... tremendously. Works tremendously. Okay. Let's clear this out. Let's do a chop wood. Chop it a wood. Chop it a wood. And then pause. It's just so we can see the information. Let's go up to the start. Let's walk through. We can skip most of the first job. I mean, I'd just like to see where it gets to when the move is done. Like, I'd like to see how that linkage happens, because it seems like something's being rushed when you have multiple jobs in place. So that... I wonder if it's the claim job. I wonder if it's the claimer. That just made me think of... Because I searched and I was like, oh, there's the colonist job poller. That doesn't have anything to do with it. But maybe it actually does have... more to do with than we know. Have you ever thought of that? Do I need to tell you what the fuck you can do with an aluminum tube? Exactly. Colonist job poller. Let's see what happens here. Hey, what are you doing, Schmelly? Nice to see you, sir. Hello. And for you, you get the jokes.
What do you call a pirate blue top hat?
I don't know. What?
I don't know either. The education system has failed me.
He's such a fucking goober. I love her to pieces. Okay. So, the colonist job poller, what does it do? It polls for jobs, right? I mean, that's its job, to poll. It always runs the poller. How was your day, Schmelly? What'd you do today? What's the big word? What's the big idea? And what's the good word? Okay. If the counter's greater than 100, we log out shit, I think. I think it's just like some basic counter. Okay. It goes through the colonist list and it looks for my colonists. So this is constantly polling the colonists to look for work. Okay. Does it poll every colonist? Well, here it's going to check if it needs an override. When we add the system in, like, your colonist job will get interrupted by needs. Else, if there's a job assigned, if your job name is not null and your job state's in progress, continue. If it's not null and the job state is in progress. Well, if it's not null, that might be it there, because I know when we finish a job, right here when we remove a job, we do some shitty shit to it. We set the job state to done. Because this is just supposed to be, if a colonist already has work, just skip the guy. You know, skip him. Skip him for a minute. He don't need to do any work. But it could be, and here it is, if this colonist job name is not null and it is claimed, don't do anything, job assigned not active. What if the colonist job name is not null and the job assigned is not claimed? Then that mean it would be is jobs pending and not in progress, and that would assign it in progress. But we already have something that moves in progress, so we don't need that. And this one at the bottom is just if my colonist job assigned job name is null, run get job. But this one says job name, these are both not null. So when we set the job name null, which I think we do here at the end, I think that's what's fucking us up, maybe. Or actually, we could probably do a better job of this. Well, we've already got the parent set for this somewhere else, but we have the job who gets set back to the job manager. So right then you lose your job. Unit, when it says unit's deleting job in the logs, like she's probably immediately pulling a new job. So let's see when that happens. That might be what's fucking us up. Not much. Did some tile map stuff in C#. Oh, nice, awesome. What'd you use? Did you use like Unity's tile map service, or did you write your own? Like I've written my own grid tile map thing that I used before. Like, well, I mean, I used one of Quill's tutorials for how to do it, and then I did it through what Unity gives you. Oh, but you're using Godot. That's right. You're using Godot. Never mind. Sorry. I forgot. Dude, that's awesome. Wrote my own in Monogame. What's Monogame? Because you were doing Godot the other day, right? Yeah, because you were helping me with the callback shit, the callbacks and the delegates. And then I came in and hung out with you, and I told you about it, and then you're like, "Fuck yeah, America!" Because if I don't go see you, Kermit will bite my dick off or something like that. I don't know. Kermit's a dirty boy. I can't help it. Okay. Sorry for being so foul. If it bugs you, just tell me, and I'll try to cut it down. But it's kind of part of my charm. And as my wife would say, that's not very charming. And then I just say, go fuck yourself. No, I wouldn't say that to her. She'd knock me in the mouth if I talked to her like that. And I would deserve it, of course. I would never intentionally be disrespectful to anybody. Dude, what is this song? I kind of love it. What the fuck is this? It's called Caribbean Arcade. I like it. Okay, so let's see. We finished processing the job. No. I was like, why is it on Scientific Technology all of a sudden? My keyboard is being wonky. Okay. Okay. Check the map. Okay, so here's where it's deleting the job. Right there. And this is after the job's finished processing. So from this point, she should have no job, and then moving declaration gets toggled. Set position. And here's where she's claiming it with the job poller. Okay. So let's put a debug right here. And then follow through. And see what happens. At this point, like there should be a point where we see it drop and then the new job pick up. And then this is probably where, well, not here, but right in delete job. The delete job is probably where we get, yeah, right there. So here's where it probably gets screwed up, like this spot right here. So this is probably where we need to just, if we're gonna stop a job, here's where we need to just like cut all the movement out. Like if you were doing some other shit, you need to stop right now. You need to pump the brakes, son. Because at this point, shit's gonna be broke. Or maybe we can do this closer to the end of the everything. Well, we can try by doing a quick, what is it, toggle moving destination. Toggle moving destination will do, that'll run set position, turn everything off. So we could do this before here. We should stop the move before we cancel anything. Maybe that will make it less jammed up, because we know we're going to delete the main job. So if the people are moving, if the pawn is moving, stop them, because nothing good's going to come of it. So let's run this one time. If it's still weird, then we'll attach the debugger and run it from here, and we'll see what we get. But I think we'll be in a better spot now. Where's my back scratcher from my daughter? You know, it's Chroma back scratcher. For a second, I was like, oh, I'm going to hold it there. They're going to see my forehead through it. And I'm like, well, it's not an X-ray vision thing. It's just a green screen. So there's that. No problem. It's all good. Long ago, there was a framework called the XNA, which was the Xbox Naughty app. I remember XNA. You could build games for Xbox 360 consoles and PC. Microsoft killed it for no reason, but people liked it so much they made Monogame. Tons of very popular games made with these Monogame like Bastion, Fez, and Stardew Valley. Nice. Rock on, man. So you're going to try to get a game into the old Xbox Reno. I was on a stream the other day that was talking about the new independent developer something that Xbox has to make it easy to get people on the platform, and it was actually looked pretty nifty. You should check that out. But I'm talking to like the professional, so maybe I should just mind my own business. But I'm trying to help, so it's okay. Let's see. Let's see, between frames. Let's try it. No, that's not a lot. Let's see. That is also not a lot of Muzak there. Let's see. Let me check something for work real quick. Okay, sorry, had to answer something for work. So we fixed that code. Let's run again, and let's see what we get, and see if it's any better. So what made you go from like Godot the other day to Monogame? Are you just like fiddling around and killing time, like trying new things, or do you have like some big plan? Or is it all like top secret, you know? Because top secret's cool too. I'm totally down with top secret, and I'm down with pop secret, because pop secret is delicious. And I could totally go for popcorn now. You made me hungry. Thanks. Let's try this again. See what we get. Let us see what we get. What is... I don't know why you hurt, but you're bringing me down, buddy. Adventures in Norway, I was like, I want a little bit faster than that. Like a little more pizzazz, please. Retro wave? Maybe that'll be good. Synth pop? What can go wrong with synth pop? Okay. Let's see. Let's clear the logs. Let's tell you to go chop some wood. Chop it a wood! God damn it. Still fucked. Okay, cool. Okay, still fucked. So let's attach the debugger and see. Let us pray. Attach it here. So somewhere along here, and let's attach it at the colonist job puller as well. So we get, when this happens. Long ago on Twitch started with Monogame for ages, but playing around with Monogame There's no challenge in Godot engine. Pretty much can create anything and know that everything Godot can do. Nice. So you're just going crazy Broadway style and experimenting. I like it. Cool. Actually, if I put a... Well, there's only one colonist, so I'd like to be alerted when this happens. Let's see. We'll debug on that. Nice. Well, have fun. I strive to one day beat the level where I can be like, I'm a little tired with Unity. I know all that it can do. I will just go experiment with other things. Actually, I might actually do that eventually. We'll see. But I'm like right now, I just want to knuckle down and get this stuff done and make progress and stop being a punk about it. You know, I have to deliver something that one person. I know at least Philip will like it and he'll play it and he'll like it. And then if one person likes it, then I can cross off a list and be like, I did one game, I got it done. I'm no longer the person that quits everything he touches. It's awesome. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, let's try this thing. See, Philip hears his name and then he comes out.
Sorry for these poor fools.
Okay. Debugger, here we come. Hello? Debugger? Oh, it's just straight up debugging already. It's like, hey, I heard you... Yo, dog, I heard you have stuff that needs to be picked up. So the very first thing, there's not going to be a job, though. So it's just going to keep... Oh, it's just going to keep going there, pulling for a job. Because the colonist has no job. And there's no jobs pending, so it's like, yeah, pretty good. Actually, counting my work hours, so I may get into holiday for the rest of the month. Dude, that's awesome, Philip. Philip has a holiday for the rest of the month. That's 7 days where you can just sit at home and do nothing. Oh, wait, you're already doing that. But I mean 7 more days where you can sit at work and do nothing and not feel bad about doing nothing. You can be like, I'm on vacation. I'm doing the same thing and I'm getting paid for it. Vacation. Okay, so let's kill this and then go back so we can get in the game and actually... That was a mistake, uncommenting that code. Pretty big mistake. Pretty big and loud mistake. Okay. Let's rerun that, because that's a little... That was a little bit rough. Okay. Thanks for everyone hanging out and watching us write some code. Lurkers make the world go round. Which is what Philip's mom always says about me. I have to get other work done for my self-employment. Nice. Dude, I hope that works out for you, Philip. I hope you've got a couple more leads on some fresh stuff. That'll be awesome. I'm really pulling for you. I know you can do it. You got this, man. Okay. Let us... The debugger's attached. Let's chop out the trees. Chop out the trees! Okay. Debugger time? Yes? Yes, debugger time. And because you're walking through the job function for moving, so let's skip out of here because we already know this move is going to work. Okay. And then delete main job. Okay, here's where the job's going to get deleted. So let's get Kimberly. Kimberly's already here. She's the colonist right here. So we can see right now she's got... Where's her job? Where is your job, girl? Get out my kitchen, girl. Where's your job? It's probably with the J's. Job assigned. There we go. Okay. So she's got a Go gardening job that's assigned. And she's got a destination. And she is actively moving, right? Yeah, moving destination. May 1st. Next Friday is also a holiday. It's May Day. Hey! Let's step through here. So this should stop the moving. Stop all the downloading, right? See, I really like Ryder doing this stuff, like giving you the variables, like, oh, so nice. I know that Visual Studio does it too, but I like it. It does some other nice stuff too. Toggle moving to destination. Let's step into there. It's true, which it is. Set it to false. Bazinga. Step into there. Log that we're stopping stuff. Boom. We're going to lock her transformed right where she is. I also have 1 day registered as job searching after the second apply for finding my self-employment from the state. Oh, the state will give you a self-employed job if you want, if you match? That's fucking awesome, dude. Good for you, man. Good for you. Okay, that's going to pop back out to here. Destination is going to go from... Probably going to stay the same, right? Because we're in the same... Or it's going to go to 0.5. No, maybe it won't. Let's see. Oop. So it went to 15. Okay, so we're right there. And then here's where it's going to unassign the job, which is here's where it's going to can potentially be a little funky. So then we're going to go back to the polar, and we're going to add ourselves here so that we can see. Okay. So let us step through. And it's going to say job done. Perfect. It's going to reset the job who off of me, so I should see it disappear. So the job assigned here should disappear in just a second. It didn't disappear. Well, it set the job who to the game manager. Okay. And then here it's going to reassign the job to like a new null job. Let's take a snap of the variables that are here currently, like destination, moving to, and everything. I just want to see if anything changes so we can see if anything wonky happens after this runs. Which it did not. Well, it's all a new job now. I mean... Okay. It's going to delete the job, right? And then where did we go? Where are we now? Where are they now? We're back in here. I guess we're going to say the job is done now because we're going to say job step is 2, invoke is false. The status of the job is going to be steps 2, job state is done. So it's going to get kicked off now because it's like this job is done. Kick it off. Okay, so now we should be back. Oh no, let's leave here. Leave there. Okay, start coroutine. Okay, let's. What? Who's doing a coroutine right now? What's going on here? This is the new job, right? Okay. Okay. Let's find our colonist then. There's the job manager. Job's running 0. And then before VS Code became a thing, used ReSharper that made Rider. Love that VS extension. Yeah, ReSharper's awesome. Like I get it through work too, so I can use it for that. But yeah, Rider ReSharper is really nice. I enjoyed the plugin for it. And then Rider just made me not have to use VS Code anymore. I mean, VS Code's really good. It's come a long way. Like, I mean, it's always been a really good. My favorite IDE, though, this is gonna sound weird, was Borland's C++ IDE. I found like there's just something about it I found phenomenal, and I loved writing C++ and C in Borland's IDE. It was so good. I mean, yeah, I can't even put my finger on it. It's just so good. Just, you know, there's some IDEs you use and you just fucking love using them, and you wish you had more projects you could use them with because it's so awesome. Like that was Borland's IDE for me. Yeah, why are you fucking... What's that job you're running? What's going on here? Where's my pants? Okay. Did we get... Did we just straight up... lock up the editor again? Or, you know, what are we doing here? What's going on here? What are we stuck somewhere? What happened? Dude, and I was watching Dean Hall do... He was using like C7 stuff, like null coalescing and stuff. I need to start figuring that out. You could do stuff like, oh goddamn, did not mean that. You could do stuff like, you know, var a, what was it, like question mark equals or something. It was neat where you could then say like automatically do null checking like in line without having to do like equals nulls. Like that was super duper nice. And it's probably been there for a while, but I'm dumb. But seeing someone else look at it, I was like, oh, that syntax is like interesting. Okay, so did we just straight up lock up the editor? Is that what happened here? Yeah, we're just... The editor's locked up again? Because you guys are... love annoying the shit out of me? Really? Let's see if I can pause. I'm gonna get it to pause in the editor there. Nope, it didn't link up. Put out of it? Or it's just straight up locked now. Foobard. Because even the 20.1 version of Rider actually had a line about having their debugger be better and not getting stuck with stuff. So I was assuming it was Unity's issue, but I don't know, maybe it's Rider. Because I don't remember like the editor locking up with VS Code, so I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Let's kill Unity. Where are you? There's Unity. Uni, go away. Come again, another day. Not too big, which is why I tend not to use the debugger, because when it does shit like that, it's just takes the piss out of me. Am I using it the right way? Like, I've heard that a lot from the Europeans, like, oh, you really take the piss out of you. It's like, am I using that correctly? Is that like how Europeans say yeet? Americans say yeet, and Europeans say take the piss out of it. Let's see. I've been learning web development. Rocket2 says, I've been learning web development, but game development seems more interesting. But my math skills are still basic because I'm not in high school yet. How hard is the math needed for game development? I understand that it's different for different types of games, but in general, I'm also not great at math, so it has been harder for me. But I've been able to look at algorithms align. There's people on the team that I'm on, like Live Coders team, like specifically, if you look at the Live Coders team down below me that I'm joined on, there's a guy, Larry NY. Like he was just doing office hours this morning for like algorithm help for people that try to get better at math. You'll have more of a struggle if you're not great at math, because it's just the nature of it. But if you're persistent and you can work through it, or if you have a question, come in here and ask it, or like talk to Larry. I mean, I don't know, I can't guarantee I'll be able to help you, but come in here and like the people here will help you. Like Chad will help, I'll help. Like if you have questions, we'll try to help. It's going to be tough, but you can do it. I mean, if you can do normal web development, you can get into game development. Just try to balance. Like when I was listening to Dean Hall this morning, like he had a really great take on it, which I liked. It was think of it like an essay, and I never went to college, so I don't know how to write a fucking essay. But he's like, think of it like an essay. Find the things that you like doing with your project, so that you can knock some of those things out every day, little things, get a sense of like accomplishment. And then he's like, then trying to tackle the harder stuff that's going to fuck you up and it's going to make it a little bit harder for you. And I'm sorry for swearing if you're a minor, I apologize. Find the pieces that are harder, put a little bit of time into that. And it's going to beat you down a little bit. But if you've got that feeling of accomplishment from knocking out smaller things, it's going to help you stay motivated to keep pushing forward, because it is hard. Like it's human nature to like, be discouraged when you have things that are harder for you. But if you have questions, come in and ask them. We will help you out. You can do this. But don't think it means that you're never going to be able to make games because you're not good at math. I'm not good at math either, and I can do it. It takes me sometimes. It's not great to be a streamer and do that, because it's like I have to read something like 4 times in a row to like get it stuck in my head, and sometimes it's just harder for me. Yes, baby. See who? Okay. Cool. Love you. Am I too loud or something, or? Okay. Cool. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I love you. My daughter's doing a Girl Scout meeting, so they don't want me to walk out without my shirt on again. Like I walked through the house the other day, I didn't know they were having like a Girl Scout meeting, so I had like my shirt off. I mean, I had pants on, and I like walked by with my shirt off, and I went by, and my wife's just like, honey, and I was like, what? She's like, don't you hear all the screaming little girls? And I was like, apparently I walked by the camera and they were all like laughing at me. I was like, oh, sorry, my bad, did not mean it. Good times. So now she tells me ahead of time. I'm like, well, 1, I didn't know, and 2, well, I didn't know. I'm not gonna intentionally walk with my shirt off in front of the Girl Scouts. I mean, come on. Or whatever they're called, biscuits or baby gravy or whatever the hell they're called. Butter brownies I think there are now. It's not a problem, but it's just don't that's what little kids do. They'll be like, "Oh, your shirt's off," and they make big deal out of little stuff. So it's just like I don't want to embarrass her or anything. So it's more about not embarrassing Jillian than your dad's stupid. He walks around with his shirt off. No, there's a lot of people at beaches, but at beaches isn't like you expect to see topless people at beaches, but like in the house around minors, it's not so much of a thing. Okay, let's get back to debugging because Philip just likes to go down the rabbit hole. He's kind of a German, so he's kind of got like a potty humor, and you know, he's the big potty humor guy. Oh, I looked up that thing you told me to not to. That was pretty interesting. I could totally see that happening because monkeys are just kind of assholes when they attack things. So I could totally believe that happened. I mean, I don't really believe that happened, but I know that they will do that sort of, they will attack that sort of way when they're aggressive. Okay, so let's lock that down. Chop it of wood. Let's discern from the logs what in the holy mother loving hell is going on with this job. Not the coconut thing, but the other thing. Never mind. I told you not to look at a thing, and then you told me to not look at another thing, and then I eventually looked at it, because I'm not going to not look at it when you're like, no, really, I really, really mean don't look at it. I'm like, well, I'm not going to not look at it. I mean, that's just pretty much telling me, that's pretty much like you were inceptioning me. Like, have you seen Inception? You made it my idea, like, I should look for that thing. That was fine. It wasn't, I didn't think it was as bad as you made it out to be. Like, whatever. It's no big deal. Everyone's got to eat. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Don't look down. Oh god, it's my stomach. Oh no. Don't press the big red button.
Sorry for these poor fools.
Oh, not that button? What about the joke button?
What do you call a pirate with a blue top hat?
I don't know. What?
I don't know either. The education system has failed me.
Yeah, it was way not classy stuff, so I was like, maybe not bringing it up in front of strangers that might not have the same dark sense of humor as old Philip here. I pressed the red button as a kid. They say don't press it. I didn't care and I pressed it. Once I ran my brother over with a car. It was fun. I ran my brother over on his bike with a car when I was a kid. It was good times. That was the engineer in me. I wanted to see how something worked. And I basically just was on a front driveway that was inclined, so I put it in gear, and it wasn't started. I just put it in gear, and then I rolled the car back into the street, and I ran over my brother's bike on the way by. And then the UPS guy was coming down the street, and he stopped and like got my parents. It was good times. And my brother was like, "Billy ran me over in the car," and he's like, "Yeah, whatever. It's like a little toy car. Who cares?" And no, he's like, "No, with the family car." And my dad was like, because my dad left me the keys because I wanted to listen to the radio in the car. So I was, and then I just, being inquisitive, I played with it. It was fun. Good times. You think things that you usually get told not to do, just you have to do because it's right there and it calls to your prime. Exactly. So, you know, Philip knew what he was doing when he told me not to look at the thing. Like, he did that on purpose because he's kind of a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. Philip's a good guy. He's just kind of got a little evil streak in him. A little mischievous streak. Like those gnomes. Remember the gnomes? Like the Noid from like Pizza Hut back in the day? Was that Pizza? No, it was Domino's. The Noid from Domino's. Hey, there's more than one German in this channel, Philip. You're not the token German anymore. There's also Balar. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm trying so hard not to say terrible things that make me laugh. I apologize. Let's look through this log. See if we can figure this son of a gun out. The German guy with the tank. Yeah, we gotta get you an emote with a tank, you know. When we can never unlock new emotes, we'll get one with a tank for you. Go garden. The gardening is done. So when the job ends, right there, deleting the main job, pawns getting reset right there, walkable hex there. What is this doing? The move job is not started. Started there. Checking walkable neighbors. That's on the next move runner. Here's where it's starting the coroutine for moving. Like right the fuck away. He's moving. Moving. Hey, we're totally cool. We're moving. It's gonna be awesome. The destination's here. We started the job runner. That's literally where the job runner starts, right? Okay. Whoa, why is it calling it there and not... Why is it calling it there? Oh, because that's when it's in the while loop. This is the mover. This is the job runner keeping an eye on me doing the job while I'm moving. This is actually me triggering the move on the pawn. Requesting the path, debugging that you got the path. The job state, you're moving to destination is true. Moving destination is true. Here's where we're doing the moving object. So we're actually in the middle of moving. We're saying we're following the path. And then from there it stops moving. Why is it saying we're stopping moving? Does not make sense. 291. What do we got with 291? What's going on here? This is being kicked out. This is inside follow path. Oh no, so we're saying... Oh, here we're saying stop moving. So that was stop moving from... Yeah, 302. So right here, it says if my position equals current waypoint, which is true. Why is the waypoint? Because it says there, and there's the current waypoint. And then the next position, current waypoint, going to should be the destination, right? Let's say follow path, going to. The going to is the destination. Going to is the current waypoint. Let's spit out. We're doing transposition. We're doing going to, which those are just the same thing, but one's a float, one's an integer. Current waypoint, and then my position. And then let's add destination. So we actually have that written down, since that's kind of fucking important. When we want to know why the fuck it's getting shit all over. So I'm done for today. See you in a few hours. Have a good night, Philip. Thank you for stopping by. Don't drive angry, sir. I appreciate you stopping by as always, and I appreciate all you guys hanging out, helping me out, because I'm a big dumb dubby. But we're going to get there together, chat. We're going to get there together, and we're going to make this game. It's going to be awesome, and you're going to help. Or you're going to die trying. Or I'm going to die trying to get you guys to try to help. I don't know. It could be something. You never know what it could be. Let's rerun it once we get the code compiled in and see what we got. Is that telling me there's a Unity version in the background? Is that what that's telling me? Let's see. Let's download that in another tab while we wait. New install. What is there? Oh, 2011 or 2019 3.11. You can actually. Why do you have iOS build support? Can you actually do that now? You'd have to ship the rsync all the data off to an iPad though, right? Because you need Xcode. Okay. Did we lock the camera? Good. Okay. We'll do that one. Boop. Let's clear this. Chop it of wood. Chop it of wood. I have to fix that. It's a little off. Let's see what you say. Bloop. Okay. Let us read your log, sir. Where's the job done? Work units. Okay, once you see work units, you know that we're at the done part of the first job, which works fine. The second job gets shit on. Okay. Here's where it's doing the pathing. Starting the move job. Its destination is totally right. Her destination is 2143. She's moving to 2143. 2143. And her job. Moving to destination false. So I don't even think it's the Pathfinder at all, because this said stop even before there's even any Pathfinder records in here, right? Like, am I reading that right? I don't see any Pathfinder records in here at all, which would be in moving object for follow path. I mean, there's a timer there, but we default the time to 0, right? We say, oh, we should actually default it to this. Oh, this is getting reset, so we're defaulting to the timer, so the first log should be fine. Follow path trans pro. What in the world are we having an issue with here? While that's going on, let me check an rsync, see how it's doing. What in the world is invoking? Target index is less than path length. Okay, so path length. Let's just walk through and see what the code does, okay? Follow path. Path length is 0. What does the path length we get come in? We call follow path here. Path length. Path is the waypoint we're getting back, right? Path selected is why is it stopping the coroutine first? Like what? That must be stopping it if there's any other movement going, potentially. Maybe? But I don't like it. Let's comment it out. Let's see if that's been there for a while, so I don't think that's related to the issue we're having. But it's still like, why are we fucking doing that? Why would you do that? Don't be dumb. Don't be a big dumb dummy. Take 397. Go. I do not like this song. It is not the best thing I've ever heard in the world. Chop it of wood. Oh, clear the logs. And then chop it of wood. Pause. Pull you up. You're going to the right place. Work's being done. Starting the second job. shortest path is there, which is correct. It's doing the move to. It's doing the follow object, so its destination is right. Like the destination we added, it's 2143, and then it just stops. What? What the what? Do I have path exceeded? Do I put the path anywhere on the them at all? I do, right? Path is a vector too. It's not public, but we could serialize it and try again and see if there's something wonky with it. But then we kill the path when it does that though. We say if we kick it out here and we say stop moving, and then stop moving kills the vector path, starts fresh. Before we do it, let's output the path so we can see what it is. And it's a vector too, so it's gonna, oh jeez, this isn't PHP, come on now. Let's release the path. Oh, thanks Lights for just like doing the wrong thing. You guys are literally the best. 1 second. Yeah, just every once in a while, like the ghost in my house just be like, we wanna fuck your shit up, fam. That's how they roll. Okay. So we're gonna spit the path out this time. And then the other thing that is target index. We're saying target index plus plus. Target index is just the index inside of the path array, right? Oh, is it because we're picking something so close that it doesn't know how to fucking... It doesn't make any sense though, because that wouldn't make sense why it's doing it for... It doesn't do it when you're calling singularly, but when you call it doubly, it totally seems like sort of race condition somewhere. F-link is 0. Target index is 0. Moving is false. It resets all this stuff to 0. Why are we doing that in here? This should call the same thing then. It should call stop moving. Moving to dest is false. Because that's what it's calling, right? It's calling target index and path. Yeah. So we should share the code there, so we're going to the same place. But that's not what's causing it to break, of course. Doing move towards. I should read the move towards run book. This morning we had something I was looking at. I think it was like Florida int, and I read it, and it's like, oh, if you're odd, it rounds down. If you're even, it rounds up. It's like, what the fuck? Or like, it's like, dude, what kind of fucking horseshit is that? Like, who thought that was a good idea? There's probably something I'm missing for it, but it's like, it seems like a much more useful, function until you realize it does that. And it's like, what are the cases? I guess if you wanted an even number, maybe that would work. Maybe that's why they did it that way. But it's still, yeah, was not kind of years I had that bug in place. It's like that explains all these little things that I was having issues with that I could never really notice. Okay, target index. Where are you? What does target index get called? Oh, it must start at 0 then? So it defaults to 0. And when you start, it says 1. And it's because the path link... It's probably because the path length has no length, right? Like... because it's like right in line with it. And we're incrementing the target count right here. Again, that doesn't make sense why it would do that only for if there's something left over. We're resetting path or resetting target index, right? Yeah, target index, path is getting reset. So we're gonna spit out though. We're gonna spit out the destination. We should also spit out the path and target index, but I think we're doing that here. Old path, and then we'll spit out the target index just to have it. Okay. Try again. Something dumb, but we'll figure it out. For a round, accountants came up with that. Yeah. What is the meaning for it? Like, what does it do? Because I totally. So I'm ranting about it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking dumb. But I know there's something I'm missing. I'm sure there's a very good reason they did it, and I just don't know what it is. So instead of like sounding salty about it, just like I would love to learn about what it is, and then I know for myself. Because there's floor, which floor worked for what I wanted. It just rounded all the integers down to like 12.5 would become 12, and that made the math easier for positioning in the cell. But like floor to int is like, oh, it's if it's 11 it goes to 11, but if it's 12 it goes to 13, or it goes to 12. Like, it was interesting. But yeah, it's not what you're thinking. It's not just like regular rounding. It is where was it? Oh, this is all the stuff Dean was sharing earlier that I got to read. I'll do it from here, floor to int. Not you. Unity, floor to int. Oh, so it doesn't. Okay, okay, that makes sense then. So then there's not a ton of things that are like everything's $11. Okay, because it wasn't floor to int then. It was where is it? Floor, was it just to int? What one was it? Maybe it's floor to. No, it wasn't floor to int. Where the hell was it? Or maybe it was round to int. Yeah, if the number ends in 0.5, so it's halfway between integers, one which is even and the other which is odd, the even is returned. Yeah. That's what we were using before, and then we went to floor, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but then round to floor to int was just, I guess, like you said, keep it. Thank you for explaining. I didn't know that. So today I learned, and now I'm less salty. And I'm really most salty that all this time I just didn't read the fucking man page. It's like, if you'd read the man page, you would have known that you were being stupid. So it is only my fault. It is nobody else's fault but my own that I screwed that up. Okay. Boop. Thank you for explaining, Junicus, brother of Runicus. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's either Junicus or Skittles. Like, you gotta take your pick. Okay. Oh, nice. Junicus. Sitting on a tree. Can't think of anything classy to say. Okay. So I'm just gonna shut my damn mouth. Try to figure out what this thing is doing wrong. Or what I am doing wrong. Follow waypoint, transposition, my position, destination's right. It's stopping. Target index is 1. The vector 2 is. Hey, I'm a vector 2. Well, I really wanted to know your digits, you know. Target index is 1. Because you're already. So you're starting on the same hex you're already on. Okay, that's what you're saying. What is the problem with that? What's the problem with starting that? Currently eating a tree. Don't finish what you were thinking. I know, right? Not finishing that. I don't want to be disrespectful to Sir Junicus. Hey. Thanks, Copper. You're the best around. Oh, this is starting to drag me down. There's a reason. So there's a reason. I'm not just going to blanket be like, this was dumb. I'm being dumb with this. My position equals current waypoint. Maybe I can do an or no, it would be Why am I doing it in here and not in here? Let's just try it. Let's just see. Let's just see, chat. Maybe we've had this bug for a while and we've just never seen it. But it doesn't make sense. But I'm probably breaking shit more than I'm fixing it. But I really want to understand what we're fukaking up and being big dumb. Well, I'm being a big dumb dummy. You guys are trying hard to pull me back and help me from being dumb. But this music is not helping. It is not helping at all. It's like, dude, no. Just no. Just no. Let's see.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall,
Delete all the stuff here.
you're blessing me every day. I was down with an
Well, that just fucking breaks everything. So, what does it do? Well, it breaks everything. That's what it does. Oh my goodness, tacos. Taco. It is Taco Tuesday. Thank you, baby. Mama bear, we do one more. One more. Muy poquito. Muy poquito. A little bit of the water zizies. Pretty pleasies. Please, because you love me, because I'm adorable. Thank you. Okay, sorry. I had to put on the charm for my loving wife, who is extremely supportive and tolerable of my shenanigans. Which is all you can ask for in life. Let's see. That just fucked everything up even worse. So how do we... Yeah. How do we indeed? He's eating a taco? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and there's even... Today's beverage is a cherry bubbly. Thank you, baby. I love you. You're the Bex. Ooh, I just pulled it a little hard and just stabbed my finger into the metal. And that's okay. It's also part of my charm. I'm gonna turn the camera off and mute while I stuff my face and try to fix this problem. She's very supportive, it sounds like, except where you walk around without a shirt on in front of the troop. She just found it funny. She wasn't giving me grief, but all the little girls were laughing about it, so. Yeah, she's amazing. I'm a giant pain in the ass, so good on her being able to put up with me. At least I had pants on. Yeah. That would have been much better. Maybe this shouldn't be an equals. I guess we'll see. Let's do another test. And see while I shovel food in my mouth. My blood type is just like my personality. Be positive. What the fuck? You were just chilling out for a fucking second? What the fuck was that? Motherfucker, you can't just sit there for a second and decide you want to walk? Come on now. What the fuck? You fucking with me now? The pawn was just, trolling me. It's like, I really knew how to walk all along. I was just fucking with you. Like those people that pretend to be crippled and then they just stand up like, I can walk again. Good times. That makes no goddamn sense. And it had an Nick's out array. Oh, that was the error because I was trying to read from something that didn't exist. The path before was going to.
Just said,
What's up, baby?
your son just. I'm really sorry to waste your time, but
Hey, I take it.
at least he was rude about it.
I'll take it. I'll eat it if you don't eat it.
No, I don't want it.
I love you.
Well, it's-
My son's tried tacos and he was very polite about not liking them, which is good. Good progress for him. Let's see. Yeah, why did that even work? Let's try it again and see. That was really weird. Shovel some food time. I pictured in my mind his screaming, "I don't want this," drowns the throws the plate in the fridge, throws the plate at the fridge, and saying he is very polite about not liking the food. He's on the spectrum like me, so he can have his moments where he's a little not picking the best choice of words, but I can too, so it's part of our charm. What was that fluke where it's just like, I'm gonna work this time. I'm a little tired. What the fuck? No, 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 no. Let's see how long the distance was for the walk, though. One pass success. In the loop. Oh, this is them. She's waiting in the loop. Oh, she's actually waiting in the move. Well, the move is waiting in the move loop, but she's fucking done. She's not moving anymore. She's not done. And this thing just says stop moving. Before, and its index was target index was 3. Not like this. What is this problem? What in the world is going on? I don't understand. Bite of taco time. Let's just, for giggles, kick out the path so we can see it. Or, no, path dot count. Oh, it's an array, so path dot, length. Not count. Oh my goodness, my fingers are just like, nope, nope. Guess we'll just spit out the path piece. I'm just trying to think, and the destination, right? And the destination. Let's see what that gives us. Turkeys. More food. Oh, my face is off, but I'm going to take another bite. Let's see. Source path, path rec, path before. Where's it spitting out me moving this stuff? There's she doing the old work. Didn't I just add the frickin'... thing in here? Loop through and give me the path. Own path found before we called the coroutine? Yes? Or did I not wait for it to compile? Make sure I save. The tacos are calling out to me. I'm sorry. They're so good. I'm drinking a very red strawberry soda and I'm thinking of where my red 40 comes from. Nice. Dear Jeebus, please make this work. Well, there's nothing to work. We haven't fixed anything, but please. Please, Flying Spaghetti Monster. Show me what I've done wrong. There it is, path piece. So I guess I didn't save. So she's going to 16,142. And this path piece is going to 16. Wait, hey, thank you for the follow. Ways of Badev. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my daughter. I hit the button and then this song started. It's like, what the fuck? Why does my daughter sound like a shitty fucking Aaron Carter wannabe? Wasabi Dev. Ah, Wasabi Dev. Konnichiwa. See, I'm very good at Spanish, so it's a good thing. Because I'm not good at writing programs, so as you can tell by this pile of garbage that doesn't work. There's a scene in, I think it was, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where he's just like, this goddamn thing just doesn't work, and he just fucking goes crazy and just has a goddamn fit. I just want to just knock shit all over the place. I'm getting the food will probably help me, but I'm missing something dumb for sure. But nice to meet you, Wasabi Dev. I hope you are having an excellent day. I mean, tomorrow's Friday, and then it's the weekend, so Thursday's really like the best non-Friday day of the week, you know, I think. I appreciate the compliment about the straight face. I work hard on that. As I have my little Dokes reference, surprise motherfucker. I might one day, when I have $20 extra, I might tip myself $20 just to hear the fucking stream say, surprise motherfucker, and have me freak out because I forgot I said it. One day. Streamer goals. Another bite. I started streaming in 2013, and then I took a break in 2015. And then I came back like a month ago. I used to stream a lot of Arma roleplay, which would today translate to like GTA roleplay, which is like cops and robbers. And I'd stream KSP and just random shit. Nothing. I never got really popular at all or anything. I mean, I'd have like 30 to 50 people a day, but just a little pretty chill, small stream. And then I had kids. And we moved to Florida and our internet was garbage, so I had to take a bit of a break for a while. Yeah. What about you? How long have you been watching streams, Wasabi Dev? And what kind of dev? Like game dev, or do you do like I do, where I'm like a business dev software? So gaming is like totally new for me. Nice. Oh, cool. He's the guy that runs this team. He was the guy that approved my application. I guess he started the team. He's a pretty cool guy. I watched the stream the other day. Doing like Azure programming. Which is pretty fucking cool. Like if I had time to do machine learning, that would probably be the area I'd focus on, because it's a lot like game coding, where it's like we're making a story generator here with this. That's what's gonna happen. And then kind of the procedural stuff, it's a lot of procedural work. And that's kind of what like machine learning to me seems like. It's like business machine learning, or machine like business procedural stuff to do. I mean, it's really, it scratches an itch, you know, kind of like going into the unknown, like you're charting new territory, you know, if that makes any sense. That might sound dumb. Oh, that's awesome. I'm not a very good coder, but I've been coding like business stuff like Perl and C, Cold Fusion, PHP, Ruby when I had to, Python when I wanted to, some Node, like the most basic of Node shit, like Hello World level stuff. And then, yeah, mostly DevOps stuff though. Now, yeah, it's super. Well, they said they have a free tier that's pretty reasonable for learning, so you might be able to get that on Azure. So you should give it a try. Yeah, machine learning would be freaking awesome. To get paid to do that would even be even better. Last taco, BRB. We're going in. Oh, did I say Taco Tuesday? Every day with tacos is Taco Tuesday. And then she, oh god, she
You're
killed.
gonna eat this one for real?
Yeah.
You're gonna eat 5 tacos.
Well, do they have sour cream on?
That one doesn't.
Oh, it's
He
okay.
doesn't like sour
I mean, well, that's what his problem is. Tell him that's his problem. Put some goddamn sour. Hey, dog. What are you doing here, girl? Get out of here, girl.
Taco police.
Get out of here, Taco, please.
Come on, Mo.
Oh yeah, I turned the mic off. I love you. Chat says hi too. They want tacos. Can you fax them some tacos, please?
Get right on it.
She's gonna fax you tacos. Just get on the Discord and let me know your fax number.
Get over here.
Yeah, you can't have too many tacos. What is this gosh darn thing doing though? Well, if you're in South Florida, you can get local tacos. But if you use, you know, a fax service, I'll just fax you. There's some fax taco services out there, so you can do those. They'll be awesome. Like Uber Fax, I think that's a thing. Ah! Welcome to the Business Brigade, Mike Cree. Mike Cree. Mike Cree? I don't know. We're gonna call you Skittles. Welcome to the Business Brigade. Strategic following. Mike R. What happened to all the other mics? They're fucking dead. There's only Mike R left. And he'll kill you. Nice to see you, Mike R. Where are you located, at? This horchata sounds good. Mr. Junicus. Junicus for Tunicus. Holy mackerel. I've always wanted to visit Australia. I made a lot of friends from Australia when I played Arma 3 roleplay. And really awesome people. And then when I lived in Boston 2 years ago today for a winter, we lived in this big mansion. And one of the girls we live with, she's a doctor, but she was from Australia. So the very first thing I said to her when I walked in, she didn't know who I was. She didn't know what I looked like. We lived in the same house. I was like, oh. I apologize. Went down the wrong pipe. So I went to her. I was like, hey, are you Elzery? And she's like, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm like, Biscuit. Nice to see you. So, how often do you say cunt today? And she just started laughing. She's like, oh, I don't say cunt. Our family's very proper. She's like, maybe the boys will, but not the ladies. And that was more Irish all of a sudden, but she was like, no, we don't, that's a proper word, and I'm a proper lady. I was like, oh, my bad. PR like Puerto Rico? Cool. Well, that makes sense if you're asking for horchata, for sure. So yeah, you're kind of close. You're a plane right away. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Florida and New York, so. How are you guys doing over there? Do you have a much less severe total shit show compared to the mainland? Hopefully. That's a bummer. Sorry, it's the same shit show. What in the world is up with this chick? What is this person's damage? It is completely silly. It does not make sense. One more bite. I'm trying to think what in the world would be. What? Which desktop? And I see Sebastian Lovely. Oh, lovely, I get it. Sebastian Lovely. I'm pretty smart. Like a week ago, curfew started at 7:30, and cars with license plate that end in pairs could go out Monday and Tuesday. Nice. Well, at least everyone's staying home, so that's good. I've been home for like 3 weeks now. It's been amazing. No, it's been almost like 2 months now. Holy fuck. Yeah, because it was like the first week of March. A little bit over a month. Yeah. What is my desktop? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice looking desktop, right? Oh yeah. All the ladies love my desktop, Morty. Okay. Where are we? There we are. And then where is that? Why are you incrementing the pass early? Do you actually find stuff there? Oh no, I don't. I've never used my desktop in like years, not since like Windows XP probably. It's been a hot minute, you know. Yeah, nothing on my desktop since XP. What in the gosh darn giggity hell? This song. No, thank you. No, thank you. Come back when you're a better song, because right now you're terrible. Man, there's something dumb going on. I'm gonna have to think about it, because it's being totally doesn't make sense. You know, it's something dumb. I just don't know what it is. What? So, why do we increment it before we do anything? Doesn't make sense. What am I missing? What are we missing? We're missing something stupid. Doesn't make sense. What are we missing? We're missing something. Missing something. Wonder why. Gosh, I guess we'll just have to step through the whole Pathfinder then and see what the heck is going on. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow because I need to give my brain a rest. So we're gonna go and raid another alive coder. We're gonna raid the messy coder. We're gonna go in with a Biscuit Brigade raid. All y'all. And we're gonna go in with Biscuit Brigade raid. Say, show them some live coder love. And then I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I will see you all tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you all in like 4 hours. But for the rest of you on this part of the world, see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the follows. Love you guys. Love your face. Bye.